Music impacts me personally, like really influenced by music quite easily. So whenever like music comes by, I listen to it. Like music that actually has been played with emotions and everything. I can feel what they feel, and it helped me cope with a lot of like problems that really happen in my life. Kind of helps me express like emotions in a way. Like I don't have to keep it all bottled up inside and everything. I can communicate more effectively through music because I don't know how to really handle emotions because I never really had the chance to, or never got to learn how to. So music was a way that like I can express emotions through music better than actually trying to express emotions like physically, show people I'm sad or tell them like that, because it's so much harder.
I feel this hunger of wanting to, and I felt this hunger early on of really wanting to break a cycle. He could characterize himself as a victim pretty easily, but he's chosen to always find his way back into the light.
Each segment I wanted to make for my piece was like a bit of my life. Most of the time I have like trouble against trying to fit in and have this sense of belonging with people. Because I came from a reservation and everyone knew each other, as a close-knit people cared for each other, and we had this sense of belonging to each other and everything. Then I moved to a city. So that's the first part of my song, was like this feeling of belonging and having all these people together. But then the city comes and there's the struggles with alcohol addiction, drug addiction comes in after that. And I wanted the people to know that this is hard and everything, but at the same time I wanted people to know that just because you may be one person and stuff like that, it's like we all are connected in a way and we all can impact each other quite heavily.
I knew that there would be one opportunity for him to tell this to the main group, and that was on a talent night on the last night. And so without anything ready at all, I suggested that Tristan go sign up for the talent show. You could hear people breathing, it was so quiet. When he finished with a repeat of the opening line, there's this kind of dumbfounded silence. And then the room erupted. And this kid who's been invisible most of his life, all his life, he had, because of his own abilities, had put himself right in the focus of a parabola of people who by this time are standing and cheering and crying and going crazy in support of what was a heroic act, a very courageous act. And I was just sitting there in awe of a kid who had strength and wisdom way, way, way beyond his years. And the courage to tell a remarkable story.
I can't connect people one-on-one super easy, but I can talk to crowds easy. And I want to find a way to bridge the gap between the both and actually express like emotions and make people feel, and really telling the truth about the reality of intergenerational trauma and reconciliation, and that who can like see people the happiest and everything. I can be the happiest, like acting that way and everything, and people would never know that I had a terrible life story sometimes. And I just wanted to bring it out in the open to these people who were all supportive of me. And my dad always told me that persistence is the key. Like, you need to be persistent if you want a goal and you want to achieve it. You just got to keep working at it. I like to think that reconciliation is a way to help like inform the public and people who may not know much about like Aboriginal culture, and the stereotypes aren't really true, and you help destroy these barriers between people.
In the particulars of Tristan's story is a kind of a universal message about trying and persisting, getting up when you get knocked down. But there's also a kind of a universality to the story, because doesn't matter what knocks you down. I mean, in his case, there were some very specific things that had to do with alcohol abuse and that kind of thing in his family. But we all encounter difficulties along the way, and rising through them is an absolutely critical thing to do if you're going to get where you're going to get. And here's a kid who's, he's 18, he's going to be 19 in February, and he's getting to where he needs to get to. And that's inspiring in a very profound way.
My name is Tristan John Bent, and I'm a proud Okanagan Carrier-Sakani man from Tackle Lake First Nation, and this is my story.